announcements, but mainly just to give you a ton of value and tell me what you're up to. So let me know where you're watching from today. Hello, friends. Michael D. Butler. We are live, and we're talking today about the 5 keys to help creatives stay focused and not get distracted on the road to success. So what are those 5 keys we discovered? I'm going to share them in the blog post, but in the title is one of, hey, good to see you. Where are you watching from? I'm going to talk to you about the 5 keys to help creatives not get distracted. It's called squirrel syndrome, right? We see the squirrel, we get distracted. But I found a great tool here, friends, and I'm streaming on StreamYard. I like to call it Yard Dog, but it's really StreamYard. And I'm going to give you the 5 keys. And I'm a creative. Distraction, avoiding distraction, also known as lack of focus. You know, the things for creatives is it's not that we're not focused. Sometimes we're so hyper-focused, and that's our sweet spot. That's our happy place. And we question the status quo. We question authority, also known as shiny object syndrome. I like something I heard John Maxwell say today on his live with Pete Vargas. If you haven't been tuned into Pete Vargas's Rise Up Challenge, he's got 4,000 people tuning in every day. It's been great. And John C. Maxwell said, the opposite of distraction. Okay, thanks for telling me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? The opposite of distraction is traction. You can actually get traction while you're being distracted. So I'm going to talk to, we'll come back at you, Instagram, since you're not hearing us. Thank you so much for letting me know. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're on Periscope. The inability to focus on and complete a task, that can be devastating, and that can run it for us. And that's part of the reason that creatives get distracted. In fact, our sweet spot is where we're the happiest. We don't understand how others can be so pessimistic and depressed. Our new ideas excite us and they inspire us, and we don't know why people can be such downers, right? We're positive, we're creative, we're always inventing new things, and we're ideal people. We throw ideas at the wall just to see if they'll stick. But our inability to complete a task moves us on to our next sweet spot. Our next new idea has our juices flowing. Our creative enzymes are flowing for this next thing that we're going to create. Therefore, it creates in us an inability to attract a quality team. We're so busy throwing these ideas into the universe, seeing which one will become our next success story. We don't really want to build a team, because deep down we know that if we have a team of people around us, we feel we'll be stifled, we'll be bogged down, and that sounds boring. In fact, having a team threatens our independence, our reason for being. So we tend to work alone in our cubicle, in our basements, in our garages. We toil on alone and eventually become a statistic in our own self-sabotage, pickle juiced and preserved in our own self-constructed cocoon. Can anybody relate? And so those of us that were once creative and fueled by new ideas, rolling us out of bed at 3 a.m., pull the covers up in self-loathing and depression. Number 4 for creatives that can help propel us forward is learning how to promote other people. It's difficult for creatives to promote other people because others are different than us. Now, I'm not talking about promoting in the workplace, not the HR department, but recognizing, celebrating, and bragging on others who help us with our deficiencies. If we can do that, if we can reach out and give a hug beyond our insecurities, then we can go miles ahead. Like if you agree. And leave in the comments, What do you struggle with? If you're a creative, because I know we're streaming this right now in our Beyond Publishing author group with about 1,000 authors in this group on Facebook. And this is a place for new authors, self-published authors, beyond publishing authors, and authors from other publishing companies who are inspiring each other, sharpening each other. What do you struggle with as a creative? I know for me as a creative, and it seems true with other creatives, is we struggle with communication. We think because our minds are wired weirdly, and we get these strange ideas in the middle of the night, that we can automatically communicate these ideas with others just by looking at them, just by having coffee with them or sitting down. They're going to get us. And a lot of times we're frustrated because others don't get us. They don't understand us. They look at us and scratch their heads and can't figure you out. How many of you have been there and can relate? If we're truly to succeed as creatives, we've got to understand that most of the world does not think like we do, and they definitely don't communicate like we do. And so we need to learn how to create and communicate with the other 90% of the people on the planet that think with the other side of their brain. Now, I told you I was going to give you a very special announcement before I go back over these 5 tips that will help creatives stay successful and stay on track. Is Friday at noon Central Time, right here in the Facebook group. And for those of you that are watching on Periscope, YouTube, or Instagram, you can come to the Beyond Publishing group, and I'll put that group link up. It's facebook.com groups Beyond Publishing. But if you want to get an email reminder, and I recommend that, go to writebook60days.com, and we will send you an email reminder. Go ahead and opt in. We're going to be spending about an hour going through the nuts and bolts of writing your book in 60 days. We're going to take you from concept, how to do the preliminary research. It's all about the research, the R&D, figuring out what book you're most suited to bring to the world. You might have 3 books in you. You might have 5 books in you. You might even have 10 books on the inside of you. But the question is, right now, what is the best book to bring to the world first? Which book is going to put you on the map first? Let's do that book, okay? And we're going to discover that together. So go ahead, and the link will be in the comments, writebook60days.com. Go give me your email address. I'm going to send you a reminder, and the day before and an hour before we go live so you don't miss it. So join us Friday. We're going to go live. But what are these keys? What are these keys to not get distracted? I'm going to give you that. But before I do, these are the books we're looking for. We're looking for books on parenting, marriage, relationships, dating, money, business, startup, faith, biographies, health, wellness, memoirs, and fiction. You know, we've published 350 titles in the last 2 years, and I got to say, it's been a blast. And we have some amazing authors out here, and you're going to meet a lot of them in the coming days and in the coming weeks, because we've got 37 new books in queue that we are launching within the next few weeks, and it's exciting. Been working with so many great new authors behind the scenes all over the world, not just in the US, but in Canada, in Mexico, in Europe, in South Africa, and exciting stuff. But the real exciting thing to me is to know that we can succeed when we learn how to focus on focus the follow-through, focus on becoming a team player, even though that's difficult for creatives to do, learn to celebrate others, and then become a student of communication. I want to know how this COVID virus has affected your creative ability. Has it affected you? Has it helped you get more creative with your writing or less creative with your writing? Are you stuck? Are you in a rut? Well, join us Friday on the webinar. I'm going to have some special guests on, and I'm going to love sharing some nuggets with you from my years of publishing and writing books and publishing books. And then we're going to have some special guests on the show Friday, and we're going to take you through the process that I use, the 5-step process to write each chapter. We're actually going to help you make each chapter a standalone project and product that you can monetize through a webinar, a workshop, a podcast, a keynote, or a membership website. We're going to get you to that point, and we're going to get you there within 60 days. So we're not selling anything. We're giving you free value. We want you to join us on Friday if you're able. And so go ahead and go RSVP. I'll put the website up again, is writebook60days.com. And I'm excited to be working with you. My team is working from home now, and we're all excited to be working with you. So we're going to be leading the team, having fun, sharing nuggets, and talking about your book. We're going to talk about the research and development that goes in on the front end. How do you do the research? How do you find out what books people are reading now? The fact is, readership is up globally, but people in America aren't buying books. 76% of books in English are being bought and read outside of the US. We're going to teach you how to tap that market, and we're going to give you some great practical tools on how to write your book properly and how to do the research to find out what cover is going to sell effectively, what title, how to pick the title, how to pick the subtitle, how to formulate the outline and the chapter headings and the subtitles. What do you put on the back of the book? What do you put on the book summary? What are the things you need to know on the front end before you write your book? That's what we're going to share. And let me know where you're stuck as an author. Let me know what your book idea is. And if you can't wait till Friday and you've got to get on my calendar, there's my calendar link. Friends, these are the books we're looking for. We're having a blast. We're having a fun journey in the midst of the crisis. And you know what's so beautiful about this reset is people that write and launch their books now are going to be in a different place than those that waited. There's a lot of stages looking to be filled in the fall, and those that waited on their book will be those that don't have a book. And event coordinators and planners are looking to hire authors and speakers that have got their new book out. So join us Friday as we talk about Write Book 60 Days. You say, can I really have my book done in 60 days? You can actually do it, and we're going to have some guests on that did it. One that wrote her book in 14 days, one that wrote his book in 65 days. Don't miss it, friends. Leave your comments and your questions or private message me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, friends, and be safe out there.